Welcome. In this tutorial, I'm going to demonstrate how to recharge a toxic gas sensor cell. Things you'll need: fresh electrolyte, new membrane, and an electrolyte waste disposal container. So the first thing you want to do, you want to loosen the box nut on your sensor cell. Then you're going to take off this clear plastic retaining cap. As you can see, the membrane came off with it. Not a problem. We'll take that off in a second. On this sensor cell, you're going to have an O-ring and a flat silicone sheet. So now we need to dispose of the old electrolyte. As you see, if you just tilt it to the side, allow a little air to go in, the electrolyte will all pour out. Then you want to take and you want to dry all of the components. It's okay to put a little bit of pressure, not too much, on the working electrode, just to kind of clean off any type of sediment or anything that might have been in there, any verdigris or anything that would be built up on the working electrode. Once it's all nice and dry, you can set that aside. You want to take and dry your silicone sheet and your O-ring. And if for any reason there was any electrolyte inside any of your threads on your box nut, you want to go ahead and dry that off as well. So we'll go ahead and pop out this old membrane. That'll get thrown away. So we're going to take our new electrolyte and we're going to fill it to the halfway mark on your fill indicator. So you can see the electrolyte starting to make its way up to the halfway mark. All right, go ahead and make sure it's still all nice and dry. Then we'll take our O-ring, put our take our silicone sheet, that's going to go on there first. Then we're going to put our O-ring on. Then we're going to take a drop or two of electrolyte right on the working electrode. Then we're going to get a membrane. This, I don't know if you can tell, this is the green paper separator. That is not the membrane, that gets thrown away. The membrane is actually, for this cell, a white piece, looks like Teflon tape, something of that nature. There is a shiny and a dull side, probably not visible on the camera, but if you hold it under a light, you'll be able to see a shinier side of this membrane. The shiny side of the membrane is the side that, when you're putting it on, will be up facing you. So you just kind of drop it on there, try to center it. Then you're going to take your plastic retaining cap It's keyed, 2 little tabs, and those tabs will fit into those grooves right there. All right, and then you're going to put your box nut on. There's no real torque spec on this, but you do want to get it pretty tight. It'll get to a point where you almost feel like it's not going to go any farther. That's how tight you want to get it. And as you can see, you want to make sure that your membrane is nice and flat. There are no wrinkles or anything like that on the little area where your gas is going to be going in. When you turn it over, it was at the halfway mark. When it was upside down, that'll put you at your max fill mark when you hold the sensor right side up. And at this point, we have now replaced the membrane, replaced our electrolyte, and done a full recharge of the cell. We recommend a full recharge every 6 months, whether the cell has been sitting on a shelf or actively placed in service. The electrolyte does break down, and it is recommended to do it every 6 months. You want to dispose of your old electrolyte according to your local and regional authority requirements.